All right. Good evening. My name is Carley Hopkins, and this is in part of my submission requirements for Lab 2 for ENGO 551 in winter 2021. So let's share the screen, and I'm going to start off with displaying my website's front-end functionality. So let's refresh the page just to show. So as you can see, when it first starts, it centers itself over Calgary with the leaflet uh, with the leaflet style map. You can zoom out, zoom in, as well as these toggle buttons on the side for zoom in, zoom out. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can see we have our building range pickers. So we have, or building permit pickers. So you can see, you can select a range here. It's between November 20th and November 6th. So this is where you would select your building permits. Here's our date picker. So let's go with December 15th, 2020. So this is where you would go to search for a single date for building permits. As well, the website should be able to implement a pop-up functionality displaying all of the relevant information in the pop-up depending on where you click. However, this functionality has not been fully implemented for the front-end portion of this website. Let's move on to our code next. So taking a look at the map base. So this mostly calls in our date range picker links. We have our leaflet package, of course, and then our general visual calls. Again, these are our just front-end visual functionality, displaying like the date range picker and the fills on them. And then as well, we can see there's an attempt at a pop-up here. And as well, up above, you can see the calls to our .js files. On our next page, we have our .css file, which just provides additional visual support for the website itself. Let's move on to our .javascript file. So we have our call and link to the Open Calgary API with the building permit software and the .geojson file. Here we have the setup of our map. As you can see, was successfully implemented. And here we have our date range picker and the link from the date range picker to the .geojson file. So our date range picker, this is been implemented here. This is where the ranges are implemented, as well as another attempt at a pop-up, which again, as you can tell, is not fully functioning. And as well, we have our single date, as you can see, displayed by the visual single date. But this should search the database between the current date and 1901 for our permits. And then let's take a quick peek. This is the .geojson file. It's been converted to a .js file so it can be worked with on the project. All right. Stop the share. And thank you very much for watching the video and have a good evening.